It's really sunny outside today, which is extremely rare. So I'm going to take this opportunity to shoot one of my last remaining Agfa Vista 200 Poundland film. Yeah, and I'm going to be shooting it in this baby right here, the Olympus OM-2n. Also, I'm going to be shooting using my iPhone balanced on a gimbal. So I decided to shoot the video with my iPhone because I have been having a bit of an issue trying to decide which camera to use, as usual. I had my A6000 set up with a whole bunch of different types of lenses, and I just couldn't make up my mind. So in the end, I decided to pick up the iPhone. It works. I've got the stabilization thing. It's just more important that I go out and shoot, right? Rather than spending days trying to decide which camera I'm going to use. It's a classic problem with people that collect things. They have too many options, and I tell you, sometimes too much choice stifles creativity. Okay, so I'm in this beautiful park. It's such a beautiful day today, and actually the reason why I'm shooting the 50mm rather than the 50mm macro rather than the 50mm standard is because I like to get little details. Leaves, fruits, insects possibly, and hopefully some animals, but I want to get really close-up shots today. So yeah, hence the 50mm macro and not the standard. It's half term here, so a lot of people are out in the park, so it's really crowded. So it's a little bit difficult to get the shots that I want because there are kids playing near the pools and ponds, so I kind of try to avoid that. If I hang around here for a while, I'm going to get a chance to take a really good close-up of the birds. It's just so beautiful, isn't it? I would really like to get a shot of this, the floating leaves in the water. That'd make a really good picture, but I can't get close enough without drowning myself because I can't fly, sadly. Oh, look at that. That's absolutely gorgeous. I'm taking a picture of that for sure. Right, so I'm about halfway through the film roll, and just a quick word about the film. This is my third to the last roll of Agfa Vista, and after that, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my hands on them anymore because Poundland has stopped stocking them. Also, I hope the two pictures I just took last were of something that was very colorful and very red, and I'm hoping that shows you kind of the ability for film to render red a lot better than digital does, which is one of the reasons why I really like shooting film, because of its ability to render color very accurately. Digital sensors really have a tough time rendering red especially, but film does it amazingly. Anyway, as you know, I've been shooting the OM-2n. Right, so basically, in manual mode, I might as well be shooting the OM-1. The difference is, of course, you get the metering in the viewfinder that tells you whether or not you're under or overexposed. It doesn't actually do anything about the picture. It doesn't get involved with it. It just tells you. It's like manual metering. If you have it on auto though, then you're using all the new features. Basically, it's an aperture priority camera at that point. So whatever you select, the camera picks the shutter speed to coincide with whatever aperture that you selected. Also, you get the exposure compensation dial. So yeah, I'm loving it really. Right, I'm back home now, and it turns out it's a lot more difficult to shoot outside than I thought. Even though I've done it before, I keep forgetting how noisy it is outside, especially now that it's half term and all the kids are out playing. Also, it's not as easy as you think to shoot 24 exposures, especially if you're looking for a specific type of subject. I've shot 16 at the moment, and I still have another 6 to go. But that's the thing about macro. Just because you're shooting the macro lens doesn't mean that you have to shoot macro subjects. Most of the shots I've shot so far actually have not been macro. I could have achieved the same thing with a non-macro lens, with the exception of that one photo of a small flower on the grass. But this is the beauty about macro photography. You can do photography anywhere. So I'm just going to shoot the last few shots now at home with the low light, with the sun's ducked behind the clouds now, so the light quality isn't very good. But this is an f2 lens, so I'm still able to achieve some indoor shots that are not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and just go around the house and take pictures of some of the little things and see what I can do. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a little bit long, of course, because I try to incorporate some of the nice, beautiful shots of leaves and things flowing around the place. I hope at least I've been able to show you what you can achieve with a cheap film like the Agfa Vista Plus, and what you can do with an OM-2 with a 50mm f2 macro lens. Also, I've shot this entire video on my iPhone 6s with the Zhiyun 1 gimbal and the mini tripod that I've also used. If you're interested in any of those things, I've left them in the description. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.